All right, Shalom Akim. Before we begin, I want to start off by giving infinite praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Love and honor to the apostles and elders, I agree Milstone, men who teach and rule well, and peace and blessings be unto you, full of Akim, your brothers. Let us push out this word in truth, faith, and in sincerity. And those on this listen be edifying. I want to, being at the times that we're in, I think today's date being November 2nd, all right? And, with everything that's going on, the political upheavals that we see pretty much every year, especially here in Babylon the Great, one thing that always stuck out to me is the fact that, and like we've seen and see before in times past, even when we read the scriptures, we understand and know that these different gods, and as well as the powers that be, they're all going to be confounded through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so whoever gets elected, right, whoever rises into power, we have to remember that all these different kings of the earth, these political leaders of the earth, they're all in the hands of the Lord. All right, so whether or not our people, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, trust in them, whether or not they go down for them for aid or assistance or help, right, for the want of all things, they're the people who they look up to, right, even deliberately or reluctantly, they're going to be confounded regardless. All right, the powers that be, the kingdoms that the Lord raised up, all right, and of course, the chief place of Babylon being one of them. All right, this is Isaiah 33 and 18. Oh, Salakia. This is 1 Corinthians 1 and 19. It says, "For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Hath not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world?" Yeah, and that's right. And the thing is, you have to remember, in times past, the reason why a lot of men even hearken to kings is because, for one, not only was the reputation of the kings that they had was great, but they were always commended or regarded, well regarded, because of their wisdom. All right, a lot of, in the widespread world that we know today, we even in present time, people regard the great wisdom that even King Solomon had in times past. And that's what people want today, because here it is, whether or not if it was, Joe Biden, Kamala, right, Trump, these people, they have some amount of, I don't want to sound like I'm giving them too much credit, but nevertheless, the Lord gave them that perception, especially towards our people, that they have the wisdom that they need, all right, and that wisdom lies into what? False solutions for our people, false promises, right, them humbling themselves, right, to get to Jake's level. Right. Nevertheless, they're promising wisdom. They're also promising what solutions to to present day problems, man. You see, but nevertheless, the fact that our people have put their confidence in them, guess what? That they still believe in their wisdom and in their power and in their in the power and their majesty, so to speak. Because when you look at it, we may not look at it the same way as we do back then, but when you think of the different kings of the past, like Darius, right, Alexander, even, because he, certainly was definitely looked on as a king. Trump, hell, I even throw some old heads in there. Bill Clinton, Reagan, right? These men, although they were puppet masters, they were still looked on as kings, all right, modern day kings, right? But nevertheless, the Lord is going to confound these kings, and more so, not more so, but also the people that trust in them. All right, and this is a part of the glory of the Lord. All right, this is 1 Corinthians 1 and 21. "For after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High, and it pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe." All right, and a good scripture that I'm thinking of right now is Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, man. All right, and it's funny because the reason I mentioned how the glory of the Most High is going to show forth, and it's true, because here it is. People are thinking that on the physical realm, they're looking on pretty much the people that be, the powers that be, that the Lord hath set up. But at the end of the day, like any great drama, like any great story, it's really the supreme power that people are not even going to in the first place, man. That being Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? This is Isaiah 31:1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, Salaki, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord." All right? There's going to be a glory unto, especially the men of the Lord, all right, 144,000 who are actually putting their trust and their faith, as we have been for years or months or however long, all right, onto the Heavenly Father, man. All right, because it's ultimately His wisdom, right? The knowledge of the Scriptures, the true understanding and the knowledge of the Scriptures, that's going to confound all. All right, that has supreme authority overall, rather. All right, this is this is right. This is the book of Judges 10:13. It says, "Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen, and let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation." Yeah, that's right, man. All right, because like I mentioned before, the fact that these people look unto them for upcoming prevention of these different problems that could arise, and even more financial troubles, financial crisis. How these different presidents are going to react to certain even natural disasters, man, right? And in the upcoming wars and rumors of wars, how are they going to handle it? Which president is not going to lead us head first into a war with Iran or Russia, man, right? Which president is going to stop that? That's what our people want to know, because here it is, they still want to live in La La Land. All right, this is the word vow, because and go into it. That's what essentially our people are. That's what our people are doing whenever they put down, a vote, right? And I seen it firsthand. Here it is. Even my woman, her father wants her to essentially just vote, and we have to essentially appease the people around us, all for the sake of all for the sake of what? Trust, knowing that we're doing the right thing, and vowing, right, to the right guy or gal. All right, this is the word vow in the Etymological Dictionary, meaning solemn promise. From Latin votum, a promise to a god, a solemn pledge, a dedication, that which is promised, a desire, a longing, a prayer. See that? A pledge. You see? A solemn engagement to devote oneself to a religious order or life, to bind oneself. All right. Now obviously the average American Jake, right? They're not looking at it like that, but nevertheless, in their actions, they still do it. All right. Same way if you're just out here celebrating Halloween, and your mind is really in it, even though in your mind you may not think you're worshiping Satan, right? Or committing witchcraft to some extent. You're still participating in it, and putting your energy in it, because knowing that your heart is actually in it. You see? And so when it comes down to, to trusting the enemy, all right, and actually putting, 10 toes down, all for the sake of standing for what you believe in. It's even worse if you believe in goddamn Babylon. It's funny because here it is, the scriptures literally spoil it for you. The fact that Babylon is going to be destroyed. All right. And here it is. Yet our people still are going to go and turn around, right, from the prophets, forsake Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and essentially serve other gods. And that's why I said, like we read in Judges. All right. So, go ahead, cry unto the gods which you have chosen, the ones that you voted, Let them deliver you when the Lord comes, even though the scriptures tell you flat out that the Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to win. Ridiculous, man. This is the book of Joshua 24:15, just a few scriptures to close out. It says, "And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." And the land that we're currently sojourning in, right? This place being America, and really any other place that brothers find themselves in, man. The 144,000, the elect, hopeful men across the four corners of the earth. And whatever land that brothers be in, we have to understand, in that specific land, we already know that people have their own sets of beliefs, right? That's just how the heathen are. But we got to remember that even our people, they're scattered abroad from everywhere, from the isles of the sea, right, to the four corners of the earth. And yet they're still choosing their gods and again, multiple, right? Because here it is, you have people that believe in the American system, and then as well as the figureheads, man. Right? This is Sirach 12:10. It says, never trust an enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humbleth himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Like any other president from the past, again, they're not going to have an actual sincere care for the American people, right? And I'm speaking broadly at this point. Edom, Esau, these other heathen nations, right? And of course, lastly, and in their eyes, least and only least, Israel, right? Verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. Khan. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much the point. All right. Because our people, yet again, they're still going to trust in Egypt, man. And they say still because this indeed has happened in times past. Right. But nevertheless, the only difference is, not all of Israel is going to be punished, all right, by these different gods that are going to be confounded, man. The powers that be indeed are going to be confounded. They're going to be in an open shame because the thing that they promise, none of that is going to come to fruition except the words and the sanctified words that are written in the scriptures, man. All right. Do the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So with that, I want to close out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Okakudash. Again, double honors to the apostles and elders. I agree millstone. I'm going to teach and rule well. And peace and blessings be unto you, full of Akim, your brothers. Let us push out this word in truth, faith, and sincerity. With that, I'm going to say shalom.